Hello, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. I'm thinking it's time to do another template. We're on the green auto ship from the Crafter's Companion Template Library. This is a simple stepper card, and it's template number 10. Okay, it says, I always put this here to look at, even though I usually don't use it. If I do, I grab it and flip it around and look and whatever, but we're just gonna stick it here. And this is a simple stepper card. It says it flattens to 5x7, and the base takes a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I think we're all on, so we're ready to go. So for me, I like to emboss it. And I don't have to worry about erasing lines. My score lines are already in. You just have to make sure, because you're not drawing a line, you may not see it. Better to go over a line again than miss a line, right? I gotta pull that up. Okay. So you want to be sure that you have some kind of way that you're going about it. And so normally for me, I do all the outside lines, and then I move in it one direction. Now, if it's a real simple one, I will just move in one direction and go. But sometimes they get a little hard. Not that they're hard to trace, but a little hard to distinguish between what is a matte line, what is a fold line, what is a cut line, all of that. So I'm going to work my way down here, and I've done all my outside line, and it's really just a rectangle. And so you could do that. Okay, then we have, you don't, I guess what I mean, you don't have to do that. You could do that. Is if you could do the measurements, you don't need the template, but the template does make it easier. So here I have my mountain folds, and I'm going to do both of those. Okay, then I have a cut line coming down. And what I probably should have done was just do my score lines and then come back and did those. Just because you really do want to make sure that you don't miss. So you're better off, always better off doing it twice than missing it. So I mean, this one's not too bad, and it's called Simple Stepper Card. But that's about it, because this is a matte layer. These lines here are for matte layers. So make sure you're doing the one that has mountain fold by it, so that you have the right score line. These others, like I said, there's 2 rows of lines here that are matte layers. Okay, so pull it up. Hope that I got all my lines in there. And it looks like I did. Looks like it. I didn't bring my big scissors in here yet. I keep forgetting, and then I come to do a video and don't have my big scissors, so we're gonna use the little ones, but not those. This Crafter Companion mid-size. They just seem crooked to me, and somebody told me yes, when looking from above, there does seem to be a little bit of an angle or a curve to them. So, and I believe the person that told me that, very trustworthy person in my opinion. So, okay. Almost done here. Oh, I didn't do that side. Sorry, folks. And I'm just gonna come here. Now the next thing you want to do is your cuts, because you're not going to be able to get these folds without doing these cuts. You're not going to be able to fold this without folding this and this unless you have your cut line cut. So there's two ways to do it. You can come in with your, where is mine? Craft knife and follow the line, right? Or you can come in with your trimmer. I've done both, and tonight I'm going to use the trimmer because I want to make sure y'all understand. I'm sure you do, but I just want to reassure and make sure this is not something I've missed saying, because it's a good possibility that I have. So I want to line my paper up, and see, it's kind of hard to see it here, but I want that line on this inside line here. That's where your blade is going to cut. So you want to line it up with that. And so a way you can do that, since this is farther away, is, first of all, let's make sure this is somewhat straight. But check and see, is that where it's embossing? Or is it embossing somewhere else? See? It's embossing somewhere else. So I need to come over this way a little bit. And that's where it's embossing now. So now I know another way to do it is make sure you can see your line. And put your blade. And there's a little mark on this one right here that shows you where that blade is going. And so you can use that to check. Now watch me be way off after telling y'all. And see, right on the line. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to check. I like to use the little mark, but some of them do not have that little mark. I don't have one to bring out right now to show you. My other one is, let me see if this one. Okay, so this one has a pretty good size mark to show you where it is. So you can go by that mark, and I just prefer that mark. But you still gotta have it pretty straight and on point. And you have to be able to see it. Which right now with this light is not the easiest for me. I can see it there, there. I think the starting point is right about there. But it needs to come down a little bit more. And that's probably the hardest part, is seeing your ending and starting point right, correctly. So now I can do my folds, right? So this one can come up. I want to make sure this is a mountain. Okay, so mountain, so it's going to come up. This one's going to be up. And then this one, I got it backwards. It needs to go. Yeah, this way. Okay. So this one's going to be up and up. But you might think that's not right, because you got all of them going up. Yeah. All these ones right here are going up. Then this goes down, down, and down. And this goes up. And it's just that simple. Right? So do I need to show that again? You look at your template and it tells you. So if it's down like this, start with your inside and pull that up to a mountain. When you pull that up to a mountain, this is automatically going to want to go down. But these two here have to go up. Up. And then you can put this one up. And then this down. Either way. That's how it folds. And this is not a difficult one to fold. It's simple, and that it's in the word simple. Stepper, I think it says stepped card on here, but it's a stepper card is what's usually referred to. And just crease your creases good. And I think I got them all pretty good. And it's flat. And flat it is. It says flat instead of 5x7. Yeah, it's a little bit. Just like, not even like a 16th of an inch over. It's just on the other side of the line. Over 5. And then I think it was right. Oh. It's just a little bit over the 7. But it looks like I might be folded a little bit crooked, which would account for that. So there is the stepper card. So now you can do your mats and layers. And they have mats and layers for you here. Okay, here's what I want to say too. And I say this all the time also. Do it again. If you want a bigger mat layer than what they have, and see, they don't have the big. See, to me, this layer's not too bad. Maybe it would actually be okay. Because that doesn't look huge. Let's do an NC. So I'm going to use the big, oh, excuse me. I'm having a hard time to see if it's straight. Because I can't see over here. Let me see. I can't see in the camera to see. I'm going to assume that it's straight. And I'm just going to come down here. I was going to show you what I do to make it a little bit bigger. But with this card, they don't have it set up where I can actually really do that. So, that's a little too bad. In my earlier ones, it's all there, but I think it might have been a while since I've done that and shown that. I'm not sure. Okay, I didn't cut that very well. Okay. And see, when it comes out, it actually is a pretty good, leaves a pretty big space. And if you don't want a pretty big space, you're kind of stuck with this one because it doesn't really have the walls. It does here, but then it doesn't have a matting layer on there. So it kind of makes it a little difficult. Now, here's the other thing. This is supposed to be your matte layer for the front. But look, here's the matte layer for that, and that is not going to fit together. So something's going to have to be cut, or one will have to go over the other. And I would probably put this one over that one. If you notice in their picture, they didn't even use any other matte layers, just the front one. So I like these because you can do so much with them. Like, you can decorate here, right? Like you do a regular card. You've got all this room, these side areas to put stuff, and then you can stick stuff. You know, stick something coming over here. So just easy to decorate. And it still opens like a regular card, and so you still have your sentiment to go in there. So I do like the stepper cards. And I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do with this yet. So I'm probably going to end this video, and I can come back to this at another time. Now, any of these cuts, any of these lines that you want to take into your trimmer, do it. Because if it gives you straighter lines, less work, do it. Emboss it, take it to your cutter, your trimmer, trim away, get it nice and even, and you're set. So, all right, everybody. I I hope everybody has a blessed day today and a wonderful week. If you like my videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me today, and please join me again. Bye-bye now.